What up, everybody? This is Real Gamer News. Chilling here with my man Nigel. What's up, Nigel?
What's up?
We got Joe in the house.
Hey, what's going on, man?
We got Tristan. What's good?
Always.
And we're gonna talk about a few things tonight. We're gonna talk about the PlayStation 4 specs, the full specs all revealed, the DualShock 4, the PlayStation i 4, and what that's all gonna be like together. And what do you guys think about the Microsoft second, excuse me, Xbox 720? Like when that would come out, what's that gonna be? How they gonna do something new with it? If you know. And then we're gonna talk about Modern Warfare 4 versus Battlefield 4. Are they gonna go head to head? Is that what's coming up? Because that seems like what's coming up for the next November release of these shooters. And also, why have we still not seen Respawn's new title? So, let's get into it. First off, PlayStation 4, you know, it was revealed Wednesday. Everybody got to check out for the first time. Controller got shown and everything. The controller specs, they've got nearly zero input lag, built-in mic support, touchpad in the center, with a power and suspend button that has an instant save like the PSP. So you can turn off your PS4, like walk out the room, come back in the room, turn it back on, and be playing exactly where you left off. And they got a built-in move technology in the DualShock 4, and it's pretty sweet. So, what do you guys think about the PlayStation 4 specs? Well, actually, before we get into it, it's got 8 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM. You guys know about that RAM? What do you know about that RAM, Joe?
I'm not too fond like the specs of like computers and RAM and stuff. But
Alright.
I mean,
Well, I'll tell you this.
it sounds promising.
It's pretty much the newest one that you're gonna find, you know? So, it's 8 gigs of it.
At the moment.
Right?
Yeah.
Is it
It's gonna
possible
stream
to
cloud games. It's gonna have Vita Remote Play. It's gonna have downloading games and DLC while you're playing other games. And if you buy a game, you can play it the second you bought it, and it'll download the rest of the files as you're playing it.
That's really good right there.
That was pretty original. I was pretty impressed with that.
Yeah.
And they're
How
gonna be-
powerful would this match up to a modern day PC at the max?
Well, it all depends. I mean, I'm not gonna get into that, but you guys can research it and get into that all you want. But
I think PC like to the max will probably still blow away.
I think it just has to wait until they release it to do something like that. But I
Go
know
into detail.
yeah, it'll get compared though for sure. Because the thing is, it's gonna be easier to compare it now because they're not using cell chips. They use an x86 architecture, so it's more like a computer or an Xbox type of setup. That's another thing that they were touting about. But it's a powerful one and and all that. But it's going to be easier for developers that's more used to the Windows layout to program.
So we can expect games to be coming out sooner every year and year.
Yeah, and they've already got a lot of games lined up, I would say.
So
might
we could be
start
seeing
this,
a lot of Call of Duty yearly releases, except maybe more polished.
Yeah, and why not a couple of spin-offs in the middle of the year too? A couple zombies full-size games, you know?
Yeah, that'd be pretty
Yeah,
good.
why not?
It might be the opposite this year with you know how they used to port it from the 360 to the PS3. They might start them on the PS4 and then port them to the Xbox because it's pretty much the same architecture, you know.
Well, yeah, well, we still have to see which one's going to come out first. I mean, they can talk their talk, and then something bad could happen, and then all of a sudden they don't have enough PS4s, so they're not going to release it. You never know.
Plus, we don't even necessarily know what the 720 or whatever they're going to call it. I've been hearing. I saw something about Xbox Gold, but I don't know about that.
I heard Durango. Maybe it was something else.
No, that's the project title.
Okay.
Yeah, like how
They've
PlayStation
been
was
talking
Orbis.
about it, but
Yeah, how Kinect was Natal.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Tristan were speaking on that earlier. So the PS4 games, you guys, in case you missed it, this is some of them games. There's Diablo 3, Destiny, Deep Down, Killzone Nightfall, a new IP from Media Molecule, Final Fantasy, Watch Dogs, Infamous Second Son, The Witness, Drive Club, Knack. So they had a bunch of games.
Drive.
Yeah, that did look pretty dope.
Yeah, it is.
It was interesting how EA did not show a single one of their games there, though, when everyone was assuming Battlefield 4, so
Well,
when maybe Microsoft does theirs.
Actually, if you check out the homepage right now, realgamernews.com, everybody, we actually already explained that, because what happened was they showed it behind closed doors. Some people got to play it, or maybe not play it, but see it. I'm not sure, because I wasn't in that one, but...
Now, is that coming out for the PS4?
Yes, that was shown for the PlayStation 4, I'm assuming,
Nice.
because it was the Sony Meeting 2013 event.
Yeah.
So
I think that could.
PS4.
Yeah, I think that could change the like the direction of Call of Duty versus the Battlefield. Just this next generation, you know, they could kind of change it around and maybe be the top dog this generation.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what they got, because with Battlefield 3, there wasn't really much on consoles.
Yeah, they have to play their cards right. I'd like to see that because I love Battlefield, you know.
Yeah.
They're not bad games, it's just...
I think,
It's the fun factor is not there as much as Call of Duty, you know,
I-
to the general audience.
I think that they can definitely fix a lot of the problems with PS4, to be honest with you, with the console versions of the game, from what PS4 has been shown so far. And if 720 can come and match what PS4 has done, like, I don't know if they're gonna or not technologically, but just saying, the PS4, if the PS4 has Battlefield 4 and they really try to make every part of the game that sucks better, then that shit's gonna be crazy. Because they can fit more people on the maps, they can make the maps better size, like not too big, not too small and shit for the game modes on the consoles. And they can fix the fucking graphics.
Yeah.
And the physics, and the collision detection, and the input lag. All that shit will be gone. Because PlayStation 4 is like a crazy streaming experience. They already showed too that they can use their graphics processor to do like logical computation. That means like physics and shit. So if a game wants to do something that takes like double or whatever crazy amount of physics, instead of like not being able to do it because the CPU can't handle it, they can use the CPU and the graphics chip and do that shit all at once. It's dope. And once they get the resolution higher, Battlefield 4, if they just tweak the PC settings to like a little higher and then publish it, that's probably what you're gonna get, you know, like some medium to high end PC settings and shit. That's, you know, something we can be realistic.
Definitely.
Yeah, we can realistically expect that from them if they give it a good try.
Yeah, the RAM would help out a lot. I mean, high RAM.
Yeah, they could make Call of Duty look stupid if they want to. Like, if they can make their game go 60 frames a second, maybe more.
Yeah.
And they have
How many
the graphics nice.
frames does COD go?
It goes 60. Most
Oh,
games
yeah, 60.
don't, though, because on the PS3 and 360, they can't render all that much graphics and let you run around in it and see it animated that fast, because it can't handle both. So the Call of Duty game sacrifices the detail of the graphics, which they've been improving on a lot though, but like it's nowhere near the details of like a Killzone 3 or something, you know, or Uncharted 3.
Yeah, but COD still lags for shit though.
Yeah, but that's also they only go less frames per second like a movie, and Call of Duty goes faster. The lag, yeah, that's gonna be a crazy thing. I hope they get that all straightened out, man, with PS4 and Modern Warfare 4 or Black Ops 3 or whatever comes out for PS4.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 4, and we could be seeing Modern Warfare 4 or in the future Modern Warfare 5 and maybe realistically Black Ops 3 and maybe the same year. And then of course that Call of Duty in space, whenever that's going to be coming out.
They say the RAM that they're putting in there costs a lot of money, and
Well, I
Yeah.
bet.
$150 a system. That's what they're saying.
For just the RAM?
Just the RAM.
Dang.
But
Yeah.
Sony will probably end up changing the RAM in the end. That's what they're talking about.
No, they can't. They shouldn't. I hope they don't.
I think they're gonna
That's
be
a
doing
good
that.
ass RAM.
It might
I mean,
cost less by then, but maybe like by a couple.
You guys know though,
bucks.
they spent $1,200 on each PS3 and sold them for 600 or 500. So they take a little bit of a loss. They still will. Probably gonna be like 450. And they just
But
keep
yeah.
the RAM in it.
I think I'm sorry.
you can go ahead and go.
No, I had a feeling that they were going to release it like at a 600, 700 price point. But it depends how the resources are this generation. You know, everything's been cheaper, and you know the consoles been getting slimmer, and it depends the price of the raw material they've been getting their hands on. You know.
Yeah, they have a lot more factories now, and from making the PS3 Slim and Super Slim, and they have what's it called? They have mad factory requirements for the PlayStation Vita parts, and the 4K TVs. They're the ones making the crazy, huge 4K TVs, the quadruple HD. What do you guys what do you guys think about Infinity Ward? Are they gonna be in charge of making Modern Warfare 4? Because there's not that many people that's working there anymore.
That's a tough one to say.
Yeah.
I think they could be, but I don't think if they make it, it might just end up looking the same as a last generation game, or you know, like how Modern Warfare 3 looked, maybe a little bit better. Because we already know that they don't necessarily have the luxury of time to work on these Call of Duty games. Even though I believe Black Ops 2 actually did have a 2-year run, but sometimes I don't think Modern Warfare 3 was that long in development. I think that was actually only a year, which would explain why it's probably the worst one I've ever played out of all of them.
Well, they're gonna have to keep Call of Duty going because they got Destiny. That's gonna be a sci-fi shooter that compete with Halo and Resistance and stuff like that. But they need to keep Call of Duty alive for next gen because that's what they have to compete with Battlefield and Respawn.
Oh, any Call of Duty next gen is going to be a hit regardless, I think.
That just depends if people finally change their minds, because you know, not every good thing lasts forever.
People change their minds and all that too. It gets boring if it's the same thing over and over.
Yeah, I mean,
it's all about competition. If they come out with something better, if Battlefield 4 really is like the best game ever, or some other game that we haven't heard of yet, like Respawn's title, where the fuck is
or at least
Respawn's
better
title?
in COD.
I wish they would have at least said that they're working on something for PlayStation 4. They didn't say anything. I know they're making a game and they're not ready to talk about it yet, but you know, everybody's got your attention.
Yeah, I feel like most shooters that come out the next generation, just because it's a big upgrade in graphics and power, like I think they're going to be a hit. You know, some of them in the beginning, and you know, bigger games this generation, they're going to stay the same. You know, they could pull off.
That's a pretty good assessment. I mean, because we are going to be getting a big ass increase in CPU and GPU power, even if they don't really change the game, they just render it at way higher settings. It's still gonna be a stepping stone for us at first. First it'll be like a good little like appetizer.
True.
Just throw more people online, particle effects, upgrade the graphics. I mean,
Shadowing.
Everything, cell shading, everything.
Nice
It's
shadowing,
all
some nice
No
circular.
loading screens.
Oh yeah, I heard from Sony that based on what they're saying, it's sounding like, I'm not gonna say no loading screens, but they're working on
Quick time load screens maybe at the start.
They're working on
road.
having no loading screens. That's like their target goal. But where they end up accomplishing might be close to that, or almost, or they might do it. I don't know yet. We'll find out.
I hope they do something different with like the server matchmaking and stuff, and make it more like not like a social network, but just more, you know, connected.
Like
You
built in,
jump.
like Xbox Live.
Yeah, it's in a way, but like just like even on the PS4, like just in the game itself, like what you're playing on, what you see and everything is just you're more connected, more jump in the game, find people and like a group a little bit,
That
more.
is the idea of Destiny. That is one of
Oh
the
yeah.
ideas they have presented. Of
Mm.
what they haven't really. We've only seen really one or two. We've seen their vid doc and we've seen what they showed at the PS4 announcement. There's not really too much there, but yeah, that's kind of the idea, making it a social game. Something that
Yeah.
they want you to keep coming back and playing every single day.
Yeah, exactly. Besides just like the main aspect of the game, maybe sharing points between your friends and
Yeah,
stuff. Already, they could be a whole different kind of first person shooter. If they think of something like that,
any
like a
game
new
that
breed.
Drive Club.
Yeah,
That I think they did talk about how that game is going to be kind of similar to social.
yeah,
See,
yeah. It's gonna be.
that's the direction they're going in, not just from random matchmaking, like kind of how it was. Pretty much random matchmaking was basically really presented with games like
Right.
Halo 2 and stuff. That was like the first like really big ones, Halo 2, Counter Strike, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
now we got this evolution with Destiny, Drive Club. I believe are the only two they've really stated any plans for that in.
Mm.
I think we'll see it more down the road. Maybe not like the first 2 years. There won't be a lot of games like that, but maybe the third year, next gen.
Yeah, they'll yeah. They'll
Yeah.
definitely feel it out, See if it's a hit, then of course everybody's gonna follow suit.
Yeah, because Bungie's dedicated their whole entire company. This is the only thing they're working on right now. And it's planning on being a 10-year project. Probably DLC being added, exclusive DLC, probably
More
depending on what
games
console.
released.
Yeah,
Part
They
2,
put in
Part 3.
yeah, they're putting their whole entire company into this. So if they thought it wouldn't be a hit idea off the back, I highly doubt they would do it.
Yeah,
That's a good point. And they definitely had something already thought of before they signed this deal.
and it's called Destiny, right?
Wow.
Oh yeah, yep, it's Destiny, and it's got a pretty interesting hook to start you off. It's like this white orb-looking thing that kind of looks like a marble or a moon or something. Just
Kind of looks like
appears-
something on Halo 4 actually, but
Yeah.
It appears in the sky and shit, and humans don't know why, and then people just live with it, and it's there for like a long time, right, Tristan? And then like something weird, crazy starts happening.
it's called the Traveler. It like saved humanity from, but they don't really remember what happened because I think this is like a couple hundred years after humanity's golden age or something, and then this thing like sacrificed itself, and it's like cities and stuff on top of it, and all of a sudden one day something just starts happening, and they start basically they're trying to reclaim, because I believe you only get to play as humans in this, or some type of genetic modification of humans, where you go around trying to reclaim all humanity's lost worlds with your friends. But yeah, like I've seen in that vid doc they showed with the iPhone app where some guy was messaging his friend. He said Venus was pretty fun last night. You want to go and try to reclaim some other land on the planet again? And he goes, yeah, sure, I'm up for it. My body is ready. Which I believe he was referring to his character's body, which maybe leads to upgrades, pure maybe RPG elements added to your character.
Yeah, like rejuvenation and stuff like that over time.
Yeah, maybe you could get damaged, or like stuff. They're bringing in some interesting ideas with it, and the story sounds good too. Even though I've seen some of the enemy types they've shown, some of them do look similar to aliens from Marathon and Halo, but some of them look really cool. Even though like the Traveler does look like the main enemy in Halo 4's flying thing, but I don't necessarily know if they really would copy that idea, but there are similar games because they were both made by Bungie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right,
Actually,
so
Halo 4 is made by 343, but you know what I'm saying. There's
all right, so let me know about everything you know for the Microsoft Xbox 720, Tristan. Does that thing even exist yet, or what? What's going on with that?
There's not too much information on it at the moment, but there's been stuff talking about the Ustream ideas that PS4 is doing and all that kind of social networking stuff. I've been hearing it's been going to be a lot similar to a lot of the ideas of the PS4, what they're trying to do. But since Xbox 360 came out before PS4, I've heard they've been working on this for actually a lot longer than what the PS4 has been working on. And it's going to be built, you know, similar to a PC like how PS3 is, but maybe a tad bit more similar because it is Microsoft, and the 360 was kind of already built similar to a PC, except, you know, kind of like the dumbed down version of a PC is the best way to explain it. No name really confirmed, except for, of course, I found something out today about the name Xbox Gold might be the name of the console. I doubt that. Most likely the best bet would either be the Xbox 720 or the Xbox Next for the title. I'm probably going with 720 because it sounds right, but
Yeah.
Xbox Next kind of sounds good too, but I say 720 is their best bet for the name.
Yeah.
Right now, I just found this link. It says rumors about it, but it also says that IGN's been speaking about this, that it's secretly under productions at Flextronics in like Austin, Texas.
Yes, it's Project Durango.
Yeah. So.
Did they release any specs? Or was
No,
it
Um,
because I know this one guy tried to sell what he claimed was the Durango developer kit with all these crazy specs and stuff, and then he got shut down.
It might have been true if they shut them down, but I don't know if they, because I never really heard much about it. I heard
I
about
think
that,
eBay's the
but
one that shut him down
probably.
for the sale. 'Cause
I
it
don't
was like,
think-
it was like more than 10 grand. It was upwards of 10 grand, easy.
Well, yeah, there'd be somebody I'd want to buy it, but they haven't really said anything. I think they probably would announce
Imagine
it
who was trying to buy it. It's probably Sony.
Probably.
Yeah.
They're like, send this back to Japan immediately. Well, it's
Probably like
completely
we can
reverse
take some
engineered.
ideas.
I mean, I just heard a rumor.
Microsoft will do the same exact thing. They're gonna be like in line with their family, like, you're getting the PS4 and you're not gonna complain. They're like, but Dad, I
Yeah.
want to go see a movie. No, you're getting a PS4.
Mhm.
And they're like,
When
where's
they-
my PS4? And then they're like, don't worry, it's at the lab.
Mhm.
They're taking very good care of it. It's like
Um,
stripped open. PS4 is like, it hurts. What are you doing to me?
Here's a little bit of information I've kind of like found a little bit about the Xbox 720, or supposedly. First is the 16-core power PC CPU from IBM. It's been talking about that a little bit.
16 core.
Yeah.
Nice. That's
It
pretty-
says it'll also make it the Xbox 6 times more powerful than the current Xbox, like the 360.
Current than all consoles, I
Yeah.
think.
That sounds
applies for
actually
the PS4.
realistic. Sounds actually realistic.
Next, there's to be 2 ADM Radeon 7000 GPUs packed into this console.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Is this all rumor or?
This is probably
It's on the
good speculation.
it's on this website xbox-720.information or info.
Is it confirmed or is it rumor or just probably
Oh, that's
realistic
probably a rumor on that
speculation?
page.
Right now they have a video about Battlefield 5 on this website.
Battlefield 5?
Yeah.
Well, it is EA, so they already could actually be making
And
it.
it like the way this website is made, it's like an Xbox, like what is it? It's like an actual Xbox website.
What's it called?
They have like web, or you can put your names, your last name, and your email, and you can already pre-order the Xbox 720. And it'll
Just
like
Be careful, that may be a Fisher scam.
yeah.
Microsoft might actually get your soul. They said it's only your email, but they lied.
Yeah.
You're doomed now.
And it says that it's topped off with the Kinect 2.0.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And
Like
it's-
the PlayStation 4 has the
iCam
And
and
what's
PlayStation Move.
they're also adding
yeah,
a
PlayStation
Blu-ray.
i4.
Blu-ray is going to be added too.
Very
this
nice.
time.
Yeah,
That's
that's
perfect. That's necessary as hell.
And
Yeah.
the,
no
the
more
Kinect-
2-disc.
the Kinect is rumored to be built into the console this time.
That's
Yeah.
perfect too. I think Sony's is not, and I want to tell you guys that I would still like both of them because
Yeah.
the thing about having it not be attached is you can like turn it around or unplug it and toss it. If you have it built in the console, that means that like it can easily be routed, the signal, so that you can be surveilled anytime.
Hmm.
I'm not really down with that, but I mean I wouldn't let that stop me from getting the box, but
Because
I'd
it
probably
does sound
unplug
like a
it.
better idea, but at the same time, what you said, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I
I don't know
think
if
they
you
it
should.
should do
sounds
that though.
it sounds like a way better idea to have it built in the console, but yeah, you gotta be careful because anybody can hijack those networks
If
nowadays.
Yeah.
But now that you're like you're paying for it, and then you're stuck with it. If they could bundle it with the exterior, and then if you don't want it, you could sell it or get rid of it. But like you said with the surveillance thing, but you're kind of like paying extra for it, and you're kind of stuck with it. But
That's
it's
true,
not that.
but at the same time, there is some benefits to it, gameplay wise, because they'll always know you have that, and any game can try a
Yeah,
creative way of using it, and every single person that's playing gets to
Yeah.
experience it. And if somebody comes up with a cool little way of adding it in here and there, it could be
yeah,
a
and
really
plus they
big.
got. Sorry.
No, it's cool. Go ahead.
No, and plus yeah, they got the voice command for it, so they might just head in that general direction, just have like your whole console like controlled by voice and movement
Oh,
and stuff.
they
That's what
definitely
they.
will. I forgot
Yeah,
all
so
about that because
yeah, so maybe it is a necessity, and
I haven't been playing 360 Connect in a long time.
Every
Um,
next gen Xbox game will be better if Kinect.
I found out that they're trying to make the new Xbox a 3D version too. They're supposedly on the BGR claims to have found a job posting on looking for some sort of algorithm research and development engineer for the Xbox team. So
They're gonna need to support 3D. They're gonna need to support future tech of 3D, and they're gonna need to support 4K,
yeah,
4000p. They're not right away though, of course. At first, they just
Yeah.
need HD and 3D, and the Xbox 360 does 3D, just very rarely.
It does it with certain games. I
Right.
only have
Yeah.
two
And certain
3D
TVs
games.
and certain games.
I got Crisis 2, that's 3D, and I got Combat Evolved Anniversary was 3D. But they didn't make
That's
Halo
sweet.
4 3D because of
Did you
it's
play
right
it?
on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember why they didn't make it.
I've also been like I kind of looked up, or it's not more. It's a little bit of looked up and a little bit of a biased opinion about how Kinect, like people with Kinect mics, they're kind of adjusting it to where you don't have to hear the annoying sound of people with Kinect mics, and they're
Well,
like
it is annoying.
it is, but
Really?
Yeah, it really is.
I haven't
you
been
can
on
hear it
live
echo.
in the
It echoes like
background.
5 times in a row.
You hear like
that's
little
causing
kids
it.
crying in the background and stuff, and when their dad's yelling at them to shut up.
I
Like
know,
the
that's
way-
always traumatizing, right?
The way
Yeah,
it is.
everyone's yelling at them.
Like,
No.
shut up, you little
Dad.
bastard! I'm on a kill streak.
Well,
You
the
gotta
way it
tell
is.
your dad to fuck off.
Well, the way it is, like, since you're talking into the Kinect and the sound's coming back through the TV, so the sound that's coming out of the TV is going back into the Kinect, and it just keeps
Oh,
going
yes.
back and echoes. So
Yeah, feedback.
They're
It's like
trying
they have
to-
their TV too loud. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've experienced all these issues.
I think they
I think
should they should add speakers to like maybe the Xbox for voice messaging and stuff.
I heard they are going to fix that issue, but I don't know how necessarily. Maybe some type of setting option. But I don't know if they'd probably have to make it standard, so they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because people would have to go in and probably change that, and a lot of people probably wouldn't.
You guys think Elder Scrolls would ever make something with the Kinect 2 or the PlayStation i4?
Actually, Skyrim does have a Kinect upgrade.
I hear it's kind of
Voice
bad. Though.
command. It's
The
voice
voice
command
command is not so well.
Oh, okay. No,
I,
I'm talking about something more advanced than that. Like,
Oh.
they'd have to make a whole new game from scratch to do the things I'm thinking of, probably, to be honest. I'm talking about, or at least, like, a lot more animation.
like
Because
hand movements for the characters and stuff.
Yeah,
and-
exactly. So
Yeah.
you can just
Yeah.
control them yourself, and like, say you have a sword in one hand and a spell in another hand, just like the regular game would be with the DualShock, but except it's dynamically moving with your hands because they have the camera watching you too. So
That's
do
how-
a lot of accuracy with that.
Yeah, that's how the PS4 might do with the Move plus the eye camera. They could easily do that. Well, not
Yeah,
easy, but-
they're definitely
convenient.
doing that because the DualShock 4 for PS4 has that light on it, and it has built-in move technology, which is like kind of like having a 6-axis, but I think it's a lot more advanced than that, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it's also got the light in it, so that's telling the camera if you have one, which I don't. They haven't said yet if it's. They could be built in for all we know, because they haven't shown the system yet. But
Yeah.
whether it's built in or not, one way or another, you're gonna get one of those because they can do cool shit like that with the games, even on the regular controller, even if you don't have the moves. But with the Kinect, it's different because they're trying to track your body and stuff and know where your hands are without the moves controllers. So if they did an Elder Scrolls, I would try them on both. To be honest, I would play them on both if it was a good one.
It'd be like a non-sucky version of Fable: The Journey.
Exactly. You get where I'm going with this.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've played that game. It was a really big letdown because I actually liked the Fable games. They've been a letdown since Fable 3. They got Fable 3, some like little itty bitty stupid Fable game. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So, do you guys think that that is like another baby step to virtual reality, having all the
Yes.
3D and the HD and the 4K and the friggin' cameras, the 3D cameras actually is what they are,
Yeah.
and the moves.
Yeah, definitely.
This
All they
pretty
need is
intense,
headgear.
huh? And
All
they're
they
gonna
need
give
is
out the
headgear.
camera for free on the Xbox. Well, not for free, built in the price, but still, it's gonna.
That's a smart move.
Yeah, that it really is. I hope Sony, if they don't make it built into the front of the machine,
Bundle.
yeah,
I mean,
definitely
like
give
a mandatory bundle, and
Damn right.
you didn't
Every
jack up the
single-
price.
That
I
would
mean,
suck.
it will have to. It would have to. They're gonna lose out big time. But I mean,
Well,
the
maybe
Wii.
if they just bite this loss, though, they can sell so many units. You know, get
It's a popular idea to have mandatory bundles with all the
they can make
extra
a lot.
add-ons.
Yeah, they can
Yeah,
make a
then-
lot more money with having those bundles and having people buy fuckloads of games with all their extra money. They can make more money that way because games are a way more addicting purchase. Hardware is like the fucking, you know what I mean? You're kind of looking forward to it, but then you're like thinking about all the games you're gonna have to buy afterwards.
Yeah, well, the thing
Are
about
there
the
going to be
games
any good games? That's the main question.
Right, and they're also gonna be giving away a mic. That's confirmed. There's gonna be
Yeah.
free mics like Xbox 360 had.
that's
Are they
definitely
going to be the wired mics or the
Probably
Bluetooth
the
mics
little
though?
crappy wired mics like 360 had.
Well, all I know is I heard that the games are going to be digital distribution.
There is a disk drive. There's gonna be digital distribution, cloud, and discs.
And a disc. Okay, I didn't know
Yep.
that.
I don't think they'd get rid of disc just
They're
yet.
not. Yep. They're
Yeah, I
not
was
getting
gonna
rid
say,
of used
like-
games either. You can still
I'm-
have used games sometimes.
I wonder if they're gonna try to compact games to where they're better, but I mean they don't take as much memory, or if like the cloud devices, they're gonna give you more extra memory,
Yeah.
or you know what
Yeah,
I'm getting to.
There is a cloud already for the 360 and PS3, but they don't do the stuff that the PS4 one does. There's
Right.
a lot more stuff that it can do.
And the PS4 one is gonna be released in phases. That's another thing.
Yes. It'd probably, I don't know when they said they would probably have all the phases done, but I'd probably say maybe 2-3 years after release, so unless they want to keep adding on to it, make it better as the PS4 goes along.
Right.
I'm kind of wondering if like, say if you bought a game on like Xbox 360 and it's like saved on the cloud, like it's like an online game, and I mean not online, but you know what I mean.
Are you
download
saying
it,
720?
supplements. Yeah. Well, I mean like on an Xbox 360.
They don't have the cloud though. They have what Sony
We have
has.
360 uses SkyDrive right now. It used to be
Oh.
called Cloud. You can like
Oh, really?
upload stuff with your mobile phone from your laptop. But it has to be Windows 8 though to do it. Like on my phone, I could write something on Microsoft Office or save a bookmark page and put it automatically onto my laptop.
So,
It's got some bugs on it though.
so you can play your 360 games without downloading them.
Well, you have to download them onto a hard drive. It won't take
Oh, okay. See, because
games and add-ons into that.
PlayStation 4 is gonna allow you to stream them because Sony purchased Gaikai, which was kind of like one of the competitors to what's that other one?
Uvo? Oh no, no.
Nope.
Oh, Uva? What was his name?
Nah, it was
English
this one that you play live. Well, anyways, it's the one they put out a console, they had a website, and you stream the games. I forget the name of it right now.
Yeah, I forgot to. It's on the tip of my tongue.
On Live. Sorry.
Online, yeah.
On Live. So, basically, Gaikai was competing on Live. Sony bought Gaikai, and now your PS4 games are going to stream to you. Not every single one of them, though. If you go to the store and buy a game on a disc, they're probably not streaming shit to you, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you buy that particular game on download instead, then they're going to have, eventually, when all the phases are rolled out, they're going to have advanced features. Who knows? A lot of it could be done right away when they
Yeah, I
release
wonder
it.
if they're gonna let you stream games to the Vita right away. That'd be something.
Oh, hey, that's a good question.
Yeah.
It looked like it was working, but then again, at these press shows, they
It
sometimes
makes
do
things kind of
fakes.
look a little bit better.
Yeah, they do demonstrations that are not really live.
Propaganda.
It'll show what it could look like, but
Yeah, like Milo for Xbox, the games that never came out.
yeah.
I wonder if, like, you know how if not Fallout, but what's that
Elder
game?
Scrolls?
BioShock. You know how
Oh,
Infinite?
Yeah.
They keep changing the date when it's supposed to come out. Say if the Xbox 720 comes out before, maybe that'd be one of the biggest games that comes out. Might be a big thing for Xbox.
I think they finally got a official date. I think it's
Yeah,
next month. I think they said they're not going to change it this time.
yeah,
Okay.
but a lot of these games are gonna be re-released on the PS4. That's for
Yeah.
damn sure. Like you're gonna expect to see it, just like with PS2 and PS3.
Yeah.
When that first came out, the couple games that still came out on PS2, they had a PS3 version.
The
It's just
bigger
like,
games.
yeah, it was just like the baseball games and stuff, MLB show and stuff.
Yeah.
They're not just gonna stay on PS2. They're gonna bring people, try and transition them gently. Like, okay, you can buy some PS3 games still, like, and they're the hottest,
Yeah.
newest games. But the PS4 version is there, and you know eventually the
Yeah.
PS4 version is gonna be the only copy for
Yeah.
the next game.
I've heard also in like leaks that supposed leaks that instead of like having just Windows Explorer as a what is it?
The browser for Xbox.
Yeah, browser. You can have like any browser you really want. You can have, you know what I mean?
I don't know about Safari, but maybe
Well, not Safari,
Google
but I
Chrome,
mean
maybe.
Google Chrome. Yeah.
That sounds believable because Microsoft has the technology to let people do little things like that, and it's not really hurting them that much.
At the moment.
They may not do that though. They might change their mind the last second and just be like, "Nah, fuck that. You're all going to Bing,"
Yeah.
because it helps. It makes them look good, you know.
I think Bing's mandatory though, but I think you know probably they'd put a Google app on there. Like I think we made a list the other day about 2.0, right? And I said that
Yeah,
more apps like how they have in their Windows Microsoft Store would be a good
Yeah.
idea to intertwine that with Xbox Live 2.0 or
I've al-
3.0, I guess, because the original Xbox Live.
I've also been told that like you can this time you could actually put a USB device in there. Like say if you have like a movie, you can actually like download the movie onto the Xbox.
like how
itself.
PS3 did.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have
And
think they
you
would have had that.
And you
Well,
know how
it's running into copyright issues now on PS3. Some of the
Oh,
movies,
really?
If you try to watch them and you didn't pay for them, then it will like stop you randomly. It could be like 30 seconds in, or it could be like 8 minutes in. You're like 20 minutes in, you're already watching it. Like, damn.
also it takes like you put a CD in there. Say if you want to rip it on the hard disk hardware,
Oh, they have that option for the games.
Well, we've always no, not for games, but like music.
Oh, okay.
Usually
In
you
the
have to go
games
through.
you can install them, but they won't play because rented titles and stuff. They probably were thinking about that.
What is it? Instead of it takes a while to like you have to go through a lot of stuff to actually get it to actual rip. But right as you put the CD in, it goes ahead and starts not actually rips it, but it has like the
It
a
pops
screen that
up.
pops up and asks you right away instead of you have to do it on your own,
Yeah.
which makes it a lot hard or easier. Also, like I've been told that you can listen to music while you rip it because usually you never could.
Yeah.
Like you have multiple like applications open at one time.
Make it more like a
That's hot.
computer.
Yeah.
hot. Then they might as well do that with the PS4 and 720. I mean, they have the power.
Yeah.
More power than my
Have the
computer.
technology.
It's more power than my computer, buddy. So if they sell it for $500, that's a steal. It's a bargain.
Yeah.
If you're
One
into
thing
gaming.
I think they should do, the cord, like the Xbox cord. Like I know I accidentally sometimes unplug it, like not the actual cord from the wall, but like you have an extra cord that plugs into the actual little box. Like I think they need to fix it to where like it's actually connected and that you can't accidentally unplug it because it happens to me all the time and I get lost in my game. I have to restart over if it didn't save.
So wireless cords.
Not wireless, but like you know how the power cord from the wall into the Xbox,
Yeah.
it has that like thing where you can actually unplug it from that big box.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And they need to fix it to where it's just one whole cord instead of two cords. Because like sometimes you may unplug it and it messes up the game.
It's like a venter, I believe.
A venter, yeah. But I mean, like if your Xbox overheats, you unplug that and like the little light turns like green or whatever again. So I don't know. I think they should do a little bit of maybe upgrade on that.
If they could. That's not a bad idea.
Well, they're gonna have hopefully no problems like that next time. If they come out again, you guys, and they have the same fail rate as last time, they might not get a second pass from the government and all the companies that will rely on them.
Yeah, the Xbox Slim that's actually, this is what they should have initially came out with. This is good. If you want to go back to the kind of Xbox you have, Nigel, I think they're just like so old. You know that Halo 3 Legendary Xbox, how that finally died out on me a couple months back. Red Ring of Death every 5 seconds.
Keaton knows his work still, and like I mean, he has a really nice one. It's still in good condition though.
Yeah, not every single one of them is gonna be junk. You know what I mean? But
I think it's
too
more.
many of them for junk.
It's more of how people use them. If you use them a lot, the rubber or
nah, dude, not with Xbox 360 because there's been some defective units in game history. Like PlayStation 2 when it first came out had a lot of defective units. And there was
that was the purple discs that were stopped working and.
Yep.
I remember those.
Yep. And 360 has the worst failure rate of all electronics history.
Yeah, it should have been recalled. They probably paid off the government or something.
Something fishy definitely went down.
It's not a bad system, but it's just that
not
many
a bad
fail rates. It's actually a pretty good system.
Yeah,
but
it has a really good Xbox Live and it has some really good games.
Yeah.
Oh, the 360 is a damn good system, but it's just the
hardware reliability is fucking shit.
Yeah, they took so much shit from that, but I mean they did fix it supposedly. Everything's
Slim.
I had a Slim. It was all right for me. What do you think, Tristan?
For the Slim?
Yeah. How much better is it? More reliable?
A lot better. It doesn't sound like a freaking oven's like popping like someone's body inside of it every time you turn it on. Like I have it on right now and I cannot even hear it even making a noise. It's like really silent. The only time you can really make it hear a noise is when it's reading a game. But only like once you start the game, it like backdrops it somehow. I think it has like I don't understand how they said it worked, but it like reads the game silently instead of like like popcorns popping.
I can understand because I had a 360 Slim, but also I gotta tell you, man, I got the PS3 Super Slim, and I had a PS3 Slim before that, and a PS3 Fat before that. And I gotta tell you, man, the PS3 Super Slim is fucking awesome.
I
That
bet.
thing's crazy. Like
It brings
Sony,
back the GameCube idea.
Sony had to. Well, to me, it's like a super high tech PS1 because it opens the top like a PS1, and it just feels like you could drop it down a flight of stairs and then plug it in and it'll work fine. It really. I might be wrong, but I mean, like it's reliable.
I want to try it.
We should test it.
Yeah,
Drop
maybe
test.
Wait till
in a couple
PS4
of
comes
years.
out. The value of PS3 will be less when PS4 comes out.
I'm not,
Drop test.
I'm
probably
not really.
drop like $200, maybe.
I'm not really sure about you, but I think they need to like maybe work on the disc readers because I know the
Well,
Xbox.
Blu-ray it'll be better.
I know, but I mean like that they won't like they read games for so long. Certain games like certain Xboxes will read and certain ones won't. They need
Older ones.
No, I mean even PS2 does that. PS3, some of them do that.
What's
Yeah,
because
you're right. The lasers burn out.
Like they need to try to find out to do that, like fix it.
Yeah, how to make that not happen. Take much longer to happen.
And they also need to find a
possible.
way, like maybe to not make your disc get laser burned. Because I know if you may accidentally move the Xbox and there might be a game in there, you get laser
Oh, yeah.
burned.
dude, if
Well,
you literally
the PlayStation 3 already fixed that because they had the lock mechanism for the disc. But the Super Slim doesn't have that anymore
Yeah.
because
Dude, you
it's
literally
obviously
just
the open
tap it.
tray.
and the disc will get jacked up. If I went up and tapped my Xbox right now, I would have no more Halo 4. If it just slides a tad bit on the floor, the game will not work.
That's horrible, man.
I know.
I don't think they're gonna get rid of any disc problems because I'm sure they have like a certain percentage that they would put out there that are destined to break just because you gotta send it back to Sony for X amount of money to fix it. You know, I'm sure they make a profit off of that too.
Microsoft.
Yeah, I don't think they'd really care
Conspiracy.
so much. I don't think they'd be making money, but some people may get tired of it and just give up on the
Yeah,
console.
your PS3 breaks. It's
No. Yeah, dude, the 360 broke a lot. The PS3 had some problems.
yeah.
But if the PS3 never broke, everybody would have ditched 360 like motherfucker.
Yeah.
But if the PS4 can be the most reliable thing ever, like as reliable as a fucking Wii, then
Or the
Nope.
PS1.
yeah, then nobody's gonna question its integrity for that. And if 720s are as bad as 360 was, there's definitely gonna be a big time shift to PlayStation. But
Yeah.
hopefully, I'm gonna give Microsoft the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna expect good shit. I'm gonna expect an awesome Xbox 720. I'm not gonna expect another horrible disaster like 360 started out. You know.
Mm.
I
PS3
expect that too.
PS3 started out a horrible disaster too for a lot of people because it was like shit for games.
Mm.
But we've already been seeing that that's hopefully not gonna happen. We got a lot of games that look like they're nearly done. So
Yeah, they learned their lesson this time around, definitely.
yeah, let's hope Microsoft learns theirs too, so that we have two good ass systems. Because one is not good enough for me. There's not enough competition, you know.
Mm.
The industry, even if I don't own both or whatever at any particular time, if I don't have one, but just for the fact that they're in the industry competing, it will force them to make themselves better.
Yep.
And that concludes this week's podcast. You can check us out, realgamernews.com. It's been real. I want to thank everybody for joining. Thanks everybody for listening. If you want to
Yes,
be a part of
sir.
the show, just drop a comment on the site, realgamernews.com. We can talk about maybe getting you on one of these things. See if you can hang with us in a couple Call of Duty matches first. Test your might. Tristan will test you on Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. He'll dress you up like Shepard as a girl, and then he'll shoot you and do dirty things with your corpse. Alright.
Only if we had a versus mode.
Alright, so check us out. Real Gamer News. Peace.
Peace.